what's up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we're going to be doing Sun in the sign of Cancer. And what happens when Sun is in the sign of Cancer in your horoscope? And no, this is not going to be one of your normal sun sign horoscope, because you know what? You have probably heard it a gazillion times what Sun in the sign of Cancer means. But today I'm going to be exposing to you some of the methods and secrets to see exactly what your Sun in Cancer is doing. Because Sun in Cancer doesn't necessarily mean what the generic books and the television programs tell you. Okay, so the sign of Cancer. What is the sign of Cancer? Sign of Cancer is the fourth sign of the zodiac belt, meaning that it represents the fourth house of your mother, of your nourishment with the mother, comfort of the mother, comfort of homeland, emotions. It's a peace of mind. Cancer represents your peace of mind, because it always has the fourth house energy and it takes it anywhere it's placed in your horoscope. Okay, it represents how your relationship is going to be with the mother. So sign of Cancer is very important with that. It shows your own emotional state. It shows how emotional are you. Are you extremely emotional, where you just see just like a dramatic TV serial and you're bawling? Or are you completely unemotional, where you will see a dog suffering or a cat suffering and you don't go there and help because you're like, hey, they're just animals, whatever. So all of this is controlled by the sign of Cancer. Then you bring Sun here. Sun is not just this planet or a star that goes around the zodiac belt and gives you your monthly horoscope because it's in there for 30 days and everybody born in that 30 days is going to be really emotional. No, Sun is a lot more than that. Sun represents, in astrology, it represents your father. It represents government, because Sun is a king, okay, and he has a kingdom. And back 5,000 years ago, you have kings and queens. Now, in 2013, you have governments. You have prime ministers, you have presidents. So these guys and all of their kingdom, the government, represented by the Sun. Sun in health represents your heart, represents bones, how strong your bones are. Sun is also the significator of your career, because it's a significator of the 10th house. So wherever Sun goes, that's a very strong indication of what this person is going to be doing in life. Okay, Sun also represents your part of your personality, not your whole personality, because your whole personality is a three-dimensional area controlled by your rising sign, okay, moon sign, because it's your mind, and then Sun. So never judge your part of your personality just by Sun, because you can never be a fully Cancer. You can never be a fully Scorpio or a fully Pisces. We all have these three-dimensional layer to us that gets expressed in our each action. When we make a decision, we're using our ascendant, moon, and Sun in decisions. So let's say if I wanted to buy this monitor that I use for my filming, okay, when I go buy this monitor, I'm using all these three: my emotions of the moon, my ascendant, my true personality, and then Sun, which is my soul's personality, and they're deciding, do they want this or not? Okay, so Sun becomes very important. So what happens when Sun comes into the sign of Cancer in your birth horoscope? Well, first it represents that you are very emotionally attached to your father. Your father provided you, or your father figure, if somebody raised you as a father figure, you have this emotional attachment towards them. They showed you the value of family. They showed you the value of emotions. Because when you have Sun in Cancer, your father becomes that emotional influence. And I'm going to go into the negative aspect as well. Why your father's negative action might have contributed to your emotional or lack of emotions in yourself. Okay, but father becomes that emotional figure. Your father's sensitive, and you can also see the career of father. Father might be in any of the things related to Cancer, which is working in local governments, which is working in homeland security, which is working in a hospital as a nurse, or a hotel or motel, which is about nurturing, which is about taking care of people. Anywhere there's somebody taking care of people, that's represented by the sign of Cancer. So you have that. Then your upbringing with your father shapes your own personality of Cancer. It makes you understand understandable of emotions, makes you understanding of others' emotions. Now here's the difference, okay? Listen to this carefully. Understanding of emotions and implementing of emotions are two different things. Because let's say if I have Sun in Cancer and I see a dog suffering, what will make me go and pick up that dog and feed him something and bring him to a shelter? Or what is going to determine the fact that I'm just going to stay here and just like feel sorry? Oh, poor him, poor her. I'm so sad. Sun, when the Sun is in Cancer, but other like your ascendant and moon does not support your depth of your emotions, you will not go pick up that dog. You'll be just sympathetic. Sun just is about that understanding of emotions, that hey, I am emotional, I can sympathize with it, but the person next to you might actually go there and pick up the dog. That comes from the moon, that comes from the ascendant, how strong the ascendant is, how negative the ascendant is. Okay, now as I said before, I was going to tell you the negative part of this. What if you had lack of nourishment from the father, even though your Sun is in Cancer, and you yourself are not really emotional? You think of yourself, people keep telling you, oh, you're a Cancer Sun, oh my God, how you must be emotional. Oh my God, I want to date this guy because he's so emotional. Oh my God, I don't want to date this guy, he's going to be too emotional. You must have gone through these little pseudo prejudice in your life. Well, I'm here to tell you that when you judge your Sun and what exactly your Sun is doing in your horoscope, look at the placement of your moon, please, because moon controls the sign of Cancer. So if I am Sun, and this is Cancer, the house of Cancer, I got to see how strong my landlord is. I got to look at the policies of the landlord. So if moon is debilitated in Scorpio and Sun is in Cancer, you know what it's going to do? It's going to give me too much emotions. I'm going to be too emotional about everything, where I don't even need to be emotional. Okay? Like I would see this remote control. It would remind me of my dad who used to use this remote control, and I would start bawling. Or I would have these real psychosomatic emotions about my cute neighbor or my boss, my cute boss, and then now you're just like obsessed with them emotionally. Or it can represent like all other negative emotions, like you can have really dirty thoughts, and that the dirty thoughts of the moon transforming into your action through your Sun, whose emotional state is not balanced. It's like it's having dirty thoughts that you may not never want to think of. Okay, so that's why it's important to see where moon is placed. If moon is exalted, it shows that moon is stable. Moon is in its most important dignity, most highest dignity. So Sun will feel that, hey, I am balanced with my emotions. I am steady. I'm cool. That dog's hurt. All right, let's pick him up. But I'm not going to start crying, because moon is in Taurus. Oh no, I'm going to take care of this dog. I'm going to provide this dog with all the care it needs, and I'm going to take it to a veterinarian or to a shelter and see what's happening with this dog. But if moon is in any other sign, or moon is in like, let's say Scorpio sign where it's debilitated, then you'll be like so obsessed with that dog. You may bring it home, you may nurture it, or you may actually be totally oblivion to your emotions. So let's say if I've seen this where Sun was in Cancer, moon was in Scorpio, and moon was hemmed by two malefics on each side. This person did not have emotions. This person did not feel anything. They're like, oh, whatever. It's just an animal, whatever. I've seen that. So you have to see the state of the moon. If moon is in Aries, it shows a very headstrong personality, headstrong mind. They're like go-getters. They're like, no, there's no time for emotions. Let's go. So what that does, it makes the Sun emotions very hard. These are those mothers who, or children who had those mother or fathers who taught them through toughness, whose emotions was toughness. Like the only time you will see their emotions is if you won some competition, you went out and won the game for your school, and then they're emotional. Otherwise, they're pushing you, do it. And then you feel lack of emotions from your parents. Like, you guys are not there for me only if I'm like doing some action, some sporting event, or achieving something, which the sign of Aries is about. So you will start to see why you lacked emotion as a sun in Cancer while the other person was getting all the nourishment and they were well balanced. Look at your moon sign. So guys, this was my analysis of sun in the sign of Cancer. If you want to know where your sun is placed and what ascendant and moon sign do you have, check out the links below. Check out my books there, Astrology at the Speed of Light and Conjunctions at the Speed of Light. And when you get these books, I will send you the link to look at your own chart. Just make sure to follow the directions below. Otherwise, subscribe below as well so you can see the future episodes from my channel. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.